I was kind of surprised to see that this version of A Christmas Carol did not get a Best Picture nomination. It only received 4 nominations in the technical categories. So was this not a beloved film at the end of 1970? I feel like people would have really loved this movie.
Yeah, it was not a giant hit.
Okay.
And, you know, I think also you have to remember that by 1970, the post Sound of Music musical was dying on the vine.
Yeah.
It was like bankrupting or coming close to bankrupting a lot of major studios. I mean, 20th Century Fox barely recovered from, you know, Cleopatra and Hello Dolly. You know, like those were the 2 movies of the 1960s that just like emptied their coffers. And it was only through like, you know, relatively scrappy films like MASH and Patton and Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid that they sort of like, you know, got their mojo back. But, you know, the reason that Century City exists in Los Angeles today is because Fox sold off big chunks of their backlot to be commercially developed, because they were just bleeding money from these movies. And so I think the musicals were really starting to fall out of favor by 1970. Obviously, you know, you had a younger, hipper audience that was more interested in Easy Rider and kind of films like that, you know, than these were sort of considered these elephantine musicals. And I think also on the heels of Oliver, it kind of felt like, we've seen this. We've been down this, you know, this path before, and like we don't need to do it again. And so I think it's a movie that 50 years down the road we can now sort of admire it on its own and not have to put it in the context of coming 2 years after Oliver and being part of this wave of a genre that was beginning to die out.